Hi, and welcome back to SoFloDining, South Florida's premier dining blog. I'm Chef Dan. This is Doris WithaD.
Hi, welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back. And this week we're going to do And Fish.
Yes.
And Fish is located in Pompano.
Mm-hmm. How did we hear about this place?
How did we hear? I didn't hear. I saw. Driving back and forth into Lauderdale by the Sea and Fort Lauderdale, we pass a lot of signs, advertisements along A1A, and I've seen that one a couple times, and I did look it up. We had them on the list, and right away, I looked at it. I liked what I saw. I checked the inspections. I liked everything, and that's how we came to check them out. And again, another one that I'm going to say, I'm ashamed that we have not been there sooner. Those of you that know us know that Seaside Grill is pretty much home away from home. And Fish is 2 buildings down the street. Yeah. Walking distance. So.
Oh no! And are you ready for this? The parking.
Oh, parking. Free valet parking. You pull right in and you get free valet parking. Yeah. Very courteous, nice, and I commented to you because 2 weeks in a row we went out and we had great valet parkers. Here. Being that it's in the a Marriott, I asked, how do you get there? Oh, yeah, you go here, go through the lobby, go straight to the back. He says, work your way straight to the beach, you won't miss it. Right. And don't forget, validate your
don't
parking
forget to validate
thing.
your parking.
Yeah, I was like, wow, how nice, so, yeah.
Yeah, it was a nice treat for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and tell them about the area that it's located in.
Okay, it's, if you're going, let me see. Okay, so you can take the 14th Street Causeway. Right. Once you cross the causeway,
into Pompano Beach.
Into Pompano Beach, right. Or Lighthouse Point at that.
It's
Lighthouse Cove is in front of you. Right. You make the right and
onto A1A,
and literally the second building on your left, it's right there.
Right. Yeah.
It's
easy.
And if you're coming from Pompano Beach, as you approaching the 14th Street Causeway, it's on your right hand side. I want to say 2 or 3 buildings right before the light on the right-hand side. Again, the Marriott. You can't miss it.
So what's your first impression in seating?
First impression in seating? I liked it a lot. We got there very late. I think they were getting ready close to closing time. So, I'd like to go there with a lot more people in there. Yeah. It was about half filled when we got there. Seating was great. The hostess, there was no hostess at the time because I think they're getting ready to close. But... one of the waitresses came by and said, "You got a reservation?" We said, "Yeah." She checked us in, told us to sit wherever we want. Right. So
brought us some menus.
Brought us really menus, nice. And again, we took a seat so we can see everything. Very big seating area. They have a nice bar, which we really didn't sit at or look at, but I saw it was pretty full, the bar. Yeah. Then outside, there's a patio area with more food and an outdoor bar. Right. And there was a party going on. Yeah, there was a party going on outside. So.
Right. And then later on, we found out that there's 2 pools, one to the left and one to the right. Yep. So that was really very nice. We were very impressed.
No, yeah, I was very impressed. And again, a shame that we didn't get there sooner.
Yeah. Oh yeah. How about the menu options and their variety?
Menu options, a lot of variety, a little bit of everything. Literally a little bit of everything. Oh, yeah. Let me think. Not just seafood, being that they're on the beach. Right. I had a petit filet mignon. That was... How was it?
It was absolutely delicious. It was like butter.
It was like butter, a beautiful sauce on it.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
And it was served with the fingerling potatoes, the seasoned fingerling potatoes.
Yes, I kept stealing those when he wasn't watching. Yeah. Yep. I kept telling him, look over there.
And what did you have?
I had the mahi.
You had the chef's catch special, which was the mahi served over the seasoned Jerusalem couscous. If you're not familiar with those, that's a larger gauge, a little smaller than a pea. Right. But it's not the little teeny tiny couscous.
Right. And it's delicious.
Delicious.
Really holds flavor.
But you know what we forgot to talk about?
No, what?
Our appetizers.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
I think we just needed special time for the appetizer, because you have to explain how wonderfully it was presented and how it was prepared.
All right. So
it's amazing.
we had the mussel, the PEI mussels.
Yes.
And you had the tomato bisque soup.
Yes, I did.
With the fresh basil on top.
Yes.
Delicious. I'm not a soup eater. I'm definitely not a tomato soup eater, but I had more than 1 tablespoon of that soup. It was excellent.
It was a bisque.
But the mussels, the portion size was huge. I mean, I could have that for pretty much a lunch.
Oh, yeah.
Comes with a beautiful crostini, seasoned with garlic and oil and such. Doris will tell you, make sure you ask for a second one.
Yes.
Or a straw. One of the two, because you're going to want to drink that liquid. Even the waiter said, people sit there and drink the liquid. It's delicious.
Yeah, I did. And let me tell you, I'm glad I did. It was absolutely wonderful for me. Yeah, very healthy.
But one of the things that make that possible, and again, I'm just using my palate, the mussels. A lot of places make the mussels with the red sauce. They either throw in stewed tomatoes or they buy the canned diced tomatoes. They throw it in there, and nothing wrong with that. And as long as you cook it right and season it right, it tastes delicious. But right away, I noticed 2 or 3 chunks of tomato in my mussels, and I said to Doris, I said, "This is real, fresh tomatoes."
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So then when I went and reread the menu, it's, they're oven roasted tomatoes. They roast them there. And then I put 2 and 2 together. And again, I don't know this for fact, so don't take this as a fact. But I really believe that's how they made the tomato bisque, with their own oven-baked tomatoes.
It had to be.
Because the deliciousness, the sweetness, there was really very little acidity. And the same with the mussels. That's why that juice, and again, I'm going back to that juice. That's why even the waiter said people drink the juice.
Yeah.
Because of that freshness, using a fresh tomato really just throws it into the next notch.
It really does.
So, yeah.
I was amazed and very surprised. Pleasantly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just so delicious.
And as a sidebar, we're already planning to go back and eat outdoors, which I believe is the same but a different venue. I think it's called Patio 1200. And I saw the mussels are an entree there.
How do you like that?
So, yeah. So, again, either way, try the mussels. But, yep.
Yeah, tell them about the drinks.
All right. So, Doris had a chichi. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's a pina colada made with vodka instead of rum.
Right.
And I went and had something called a banana old fashioned.
Yes, and it was absolutely delicious.
Now, I had seen that on the menu before we went. Again, we do our research ahead of time.
Right.
And a lot of people talked about it, so I figured I got to do it. You know, I drink old fashions and Godmothers, so I figured let's try it. In the blog, I believe, I put in a blog that we will be back, and I'm going back specifically for that drink. Really, I mean, the food is excellent.
Yes.
That drink, wow, that was good.
Dynamite.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was absolutely
a dessert
amazing.
on steroids.
Yeah, absolutely. So what about the food and presentation?
Food and presentation, again, the portion size is excellent. The food, you know, yours, delicious.
Amazing.
You know, mine was perfect. I think I got my filet mignon medium rare, and it was a perfect. Actually, if you go to SoFloDining.com, check it out. The picture, you'll see it was a perfect medium rare.
Yes, it was.
Yep.
Yes, it was. And we didn't have dessert because we were full.
We were full. Yeah.
So
and it was later.
Yeah, it was. We had gone after 8. We very rarely go out to dinner after 8 unless we're meeting people.
Right.
But we just thought we would try something different. What about your overall impression?
Overall impression. I like the place a lot. I'd like to go back a little earlier and with more people in there.
Yeah.
Again, it was half filled when we got there, but I'd like to see the place busy. So
I think we will. I really do.
Again, I think it's because it was late, you know. But again, I like to see the place busy, and again, locals and tourists, check it out. I mean, if you're a local, this is not a place you want to miss. Really, you don't want to miss this place.
This is a hidden gem.
Yeah, definitely a hidden gem. We drove past it hundreds of times. Not a dozen, hundreds of times we drove past that building, and I didn't know that was there.
I used to live in that area.
Yeah.
I had an accident in front of that place.
Right.
I was rear-ended right there, waiting at that light.
Yep.
Didn't know.
So
yeah.
Yeah, see, you would have went inside, had a drink, and lunch by the time the police got there.
Yeah, true, because it took about an hour for them to get there. You're right. Yeah, so recommendations and cost.
Recommendations and cost. Okay, I'm going to go cost first.
Okay.
Cost, it's very good. The pricing is very good, especially for that area. Just a little bit south of there, where you have the little tourist trap and the pier. Yeah. You're paying double for what you get here. Really. And I'm being conservative. Yeah. So, yeah, the price point's great. The menu's excellent. The food quality is great. So, yeah, recommendations, definitely go with the mussel appetizer. If you're a beef eater, filet mignon is awesome.
Right.
The chef's catch of the day, check out what it is. If it's something you like, I would try it for sure, because hers was delicious. And I've never said this before, the tomato bisque.
Oh my goodness.
Get the tomato bisque. You won't you won't be disappointed.
Just amazing.
Delicious.
So,
yep.
Do you have any news before we go?
I got a lot of news.
Oh, well.
I got a lot of news. We got a podcast. Yep.
Yes.
We're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Deezer, Listener, I think it is.
Yeah. What Amazon.
Amazon Music.
Yeah.
What's the other one? There's another one.
Pandora.
Oh, Pandora, who was the first to pick us up.
Number one.
They picked us up first.
Yes.
We also have new cards with the QR code.
Yes.
That takes you to almost all of our stuff. But now you can listen to us, you can read us, you can see us. So you can watch us, read us, listen to us, whatever you want. We're everywhere. Hashtag SoFloDining. That's SoFlo Dining, all one word. And
it's all free, so don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Totally free.
That's how we...
all of it's free. The podcast, it's all free. The only thing that's not free is our merchandise.
There you go.
Oh, we didn't mention that.
We didn't mention our merchandise.
No, we got hats, aprons, T-shirts, keychains with our logo.
Check it out.
Check it out. So, anyway, as always, enjoy, and I'll see you there.
Thanks again for tuning in. We really appreciate it, and we will see you next time. Till then,
Bye.